Hey everybody, welcome to the Wellwood Homes Master Builder YouTube channel. My name is Trevor and this is Andrew Wellwood. He's the founder of Wellwood Homes, and he's not only just the founder, he's the project manager of Wellwood Homes Master Builder. He is the guy, the chief in charge, and he will help you with building an infill home. He'll help you build a new project for revenue, or if it's your forever home, he will help you with all of those aspects. Now, today what we're going to be talking about is the biggest problem that Wellwood Homes Master Builder solves for their customers. So Andrew, we're just going to jump in right now and ask you this first question. What are your primary services? Can you break that down for us?
Well, we have two. We do the project management, and then we have a framing department or a framing division as well. Framing division's pretty straightforward. We frame houses and commercial projects as well. And for the project management, we help with infills, new home construction, spec built, or acreages. So we'll help work with the client to manage their build.
Right. So everything from hole in the ground or tear down to managing the whole home build, right from nothing to finished and complete home.
Yes.
Perfect. Now, why is there a need for Wellwood Homes Master Builder? Why can't people just do it themselves?
Well, there's always changes going on. Well, there's the new home warranty changes, so now you have to be licensed with a new home warranty provider to pull a building permit, which is a costly thing. And if you're only doing one, that might not be a cost you want to incur. There's also the changes for fire code, there's the energy code, building code, everything changes. And it's constantly changing. And there is a big push for the city of Edmonton to, for density. So people are, tearing down tearing down old homes to build new homes. They're subdividing lots, they're doing,
some new homes need to be torn down.
Some do need to be torn down, yes. But that's not what the city's pushing for.
Okay.
Well, maybe they are. But a lot of people are getting into it, and a lot of people are doing it themselves. They're realizing that the older house that they have now has greater value being torn down, turned into a duplex or two skinnies, or it's in such a desirable neighborhood that you can tear it down. You can build a really nice custom on it. Mm-hmm. So people are looking at that and going, you know what? I think I could be a builder. I think I could do this myself. How hard could it possibly be? Yeah, and they go to let's YouTube and Google it, or building for dummies, and couple books, couple videos. My brother-in-law built something sometime. I'll ask him every once in a while, and that's there we go. Now we're a builder. So we like to be that maybe a little bit more knowledgeable assistance to them. So we want to work with the clients that have done this before. We want to work with the clients because we've done this before, that want to do it, and we want to, steer them away from, watching HGTV on a marathon week and thinking they know what they need to build to, to giving them some hands-on, some first-hand experience.
That's excellent. Now, is there a specific niche or a specific type of customer that you serve? Yeah,
we want the ones that want to build it themselves, don't quite have enough knowledge or enough confidence or enough time. Like, it is a time-consuming process. You have to meet on site with the trades. You have to meet on site to go through issues. And if you're working 9 to 5, the trades want to work 9 to 5 as well. Yeah. They don't want to meet you on site at 7 o'clock at night when you're coming home from work. They don't want to meet you on a Sunday morning because it's your day off. Mm-hmm. It's their day off too. So it is a time-consuming process where you are going to have to be on site in the middle of the day. So if you're working a 9 to 5 job 5 days a week, it might not be possible.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're on a building project or you're building your own home, you got to be on the build, and that's where you come in.
Yes, yeah. If you want to manage it part-time on weekends and evenings, just be prepared for 16-month build time, because that's how it's going to take. And that's one thing we offer with Wellwood is we're on site, making sure everything's done right, done on time, done on budget, as per spec, and everything flows
really well.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, what is the biggest problem you're solving for people? Biggest problem?
The biggest problem, I find it's the people that, our ideal client, the client that we work with, they have two major concerns. They're worried that they're going to get taken advantage of for price, that they're going to be overpaying for everything because they aren't a builder, that they're just a first time, so that, you know, a framer or a plumber's quote of, you know, 10,000 towards a builder, they're going to go, oh, well, this is a homeowner, so I can get 15,000, you know, I can get a little bit extra. A lot of trades don't work that way. But that is the greatest concern for the builder, or for our client. And also they want to know what's in the wall, what's in the concrete, what's hidden underneath the floor. They want to see everything. They want to be involved. They want to know when they move in that they're moving into a quality home because they saw it firsthand.
Yeah.
So those are the problems that we solve, is we get upfront open pricing with our trade, so the client sees the pricing and sees comparables. And they're on site, so they see what's going into the house. They know that they're moving into a quality product.
Excellent. And there's no surprises afterwards. Now, what was the factor that drove you to provide the solution of Wellwood Homes Master Builder? Like, what was it that was just bugging you so badly that you just had to do this?
Well, it's a combination of a few things. Working for a bigger builder, I did get a little bit of customization, a little bit of hands-on with the client, and I loved working with the clients. They were amazing. They made the job so much fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't my job. Like, I was an office person, so I wouldn't say wasn't supposed to, but I wasn't encouraged to leave the office as much as I did. But I loved meeting with the clients on site and going through stuff and answering questions, and it drove everybody nuts because they would have a million questions, and we'd have changes, and, you know, the budget would go up and down and up and down, and accounting would lose their mind, and you know, the site guys would lose their mind because how come the client's here? He's only supposed to have 3 walkthroughs, and, you know, he's been here 7 times this week. You know, what's going on? And I loved it. I thought it was great. So I saw that need in the marketplace where that sort of hands-on experience was needed, because at the end of the day, those clients absolutely loved the build. They loved the process, great reviews. So I saw a need for it. And then, you know, with the framing division, I've been on the other side where I've been on projects where the homeowner comes through a couple times and the house is just an absolute disaster. Like, plumbing has gone wrong and electrical's gone wrong, and we're there framing, trying to do some stuff, and, you know, the homeowner is walking through without a builder. They have a million questions, and the builder's not there. The builder can't answer the questions. You know, they were not a builder, they're a hockey player or something like that. Right. And I ended up answering all the questions, and I'm trying to help these clients, or I'm answering these questions, and the client is the builder without the experience, and they're you know, oh, how come this is done this way? I'm like, well, I don't know. Did you ask for it this way? No. Well, you're gonna have to get it changed. And, you know, how come you don't have gas trench in? Oh, yeah, I never thought. When did we do that? Or, you know, how come you don't have this? Or, you know, what are you doing for your heating guy? Because we've got to cut the heating holes. Oh, I never thought about that. He comes next. Yeah, he comes next. And you know, there's a greater need for skilled knowledge in the home building world. So
yeah, and
that's where we saw it.
And we need more skilled trades.
Yeah.
We need more people who want to build things and create things with their hands.
Yeah,
it's a great thing to do. And you know, if you are interested, I'm just going to do a little sideline here. If you're interested in learning how to properly build a home and how to do proper construction, there's no better place to learn than with Wellwood Homes Master Builder.
Yes.
Because he can help you learn how to construct a home from the ground up. Right?
Yeah, I've trained a couple of competitors now in both framing and new home construction.
Excellent. We're going to be setting up a seminar.
How do you want to compete with me? Well, let me show you how.
It happens though.
Yeah.
People think it's easier than it actually is, because you have a great systems and checklists in place, and you've got the experience and know-how, so you make it look easy. Yeah. Mastery is not easy, but once you've got it, you make it look simple. Yeah. And that's what he does. So the next question we have is, where do you find most of your customers?
Repeat business. I'm not going to divulge my secrets for advertising
No
to
secret
everybody.
sauce.
No secret sauce. Most of it's word of mouth. And that's the wonderful thing with working with clients firsthand is you get a good rapport with them, and they will spread the word of what you do and how you do it and why you're good. And if you run a really smooth site, a really clean, smooth site, it shows. It sticks out in the industry. If your site is clean from garbage and construction going up fast, and there's always trucks and vans at your site to show that there is progress, and it's not just a vacant site. Every time you drive past, you're wondering if it's been abandoned or if it's still under construction. That shows to the neighbors. That shows to the neighborhood, like, look, this building's going up fast. There's always someone there working. It's always clean.
Yeah.
And that speaks volumes for us and our management style and our management techniques, and we get more business out of that. So
yeah. So basically, it's this: you provide the wow experience, and people will keep coming back, and other folks notice and are like, okay, how do I get in touch with these guys?
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Now, how competitive is the home building industry? We know that you're training your competition on a regular basis.
Well, I'm not the only builder out there, so yeah, I know there's a couple others. I might have to search for. It's very competitive. The home building industry is very competitive. You've got the big handful of massive big box builders. It's very competitive for them because there's only so many ways you can orientate a house.
Yeah.
Like if you're building a standard 2,000 square foot front attached house, you're going to have 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on the second floor. There's only so many ways you can orientate that before you're, I don't want to say copying the competition, but you're just running into a similar floor plan to what the competition has. And same thing on the main floor. You've got, you've got your great room, your kitchen, your pantry, bathroom. Sometimes you got an office. There's only so many ways you can orientate that.
Yeah.
You're not going to hide the kitchen in the middle with no windows. So it's very competitive in that sense. And they're trying to make it with a larger barrier to entry by making you need a business license, a builder's license, a new home warranty, everything like that. But there isn't that much barrier to entry. I framed for a couple of guys that started a home building company, and they got 30 some years experience, and both of them are 32, so I don't know how they got 30 years experience. And they're both, I'm not even going to say what they were doing before home building, but it ended 5 years before they started their home building process. So there's not a lot of barriers to entry.
Right.
These people shouldn't be builders, but they are.
Yeah. So that's where you also are separated from those guys, is just by how the site is managed, you can tell. But until we actually meet with you and engage you in an initial discussion, you're lumped in with the rest of the builders.
Yeah. And that's a tricky thing is, my truck looks like other trucks, and home building is home building and a name is a name, but it's very difficult to differentiate yourself between it. There are a lot of good home builders out there.
Sure.
There's a lot of great big builders. There's a handful of horrible big builders. There's a lot of great small guys and small management companies and small builders that do an amazing job. They build a great product. They build it on time, on budget, and they're a pleasure to work with.
Yeah.
And there's also the other side of it too.
The other side. There's always two sides.
Yeah.
Right? And we want to lump you in with the side that does exceptional work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next question we have is, why are you motivated to be number one? Why are you motivated to be the best project management small builder out there?
Because I'm competitive. I don't know. Same motivation I have to do everything. I don't like to lose.
Yeah.
So I'm very competitive.
Yeah, same here. It's either love to win or hate to lose. I'm a hate to lose kind of person.
I love to win. I love the competition. I think I wouldn't do as well if there weren't as many builders in the industry and it was more of a cakewalk. But yeah, I'm in it to win. So I don't like to lose. So
no, me either.
Yeah.
Love to win, but I don't celebrate it as much. But I just hate to lose.
Yeah.
Like it's just the personality. So what are you doing to reach that goal?
Trying to raise awareness of what we do, of why we are so good at what we do, why we can work with the clients,
Yes.
how we can get basically any project done in the time frame that we shoot. We can hit our budgets, and we can handle anything that comes our way. I like working with clients hands-on because there are changes. We haven't done a home where we haven't had changes, and that drives a lot of people nuts in the building world. But you know what? It's your house at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Small changes are small changes, and if you're living in it forever, you're going to look at that, one wall that you wanted moved, or that one light switch, or that one plug, and it's going to bother you, and that's something that we're not happy with. If you're not happy with it, we're not happy with it, and there are going to be changes, and we want to work with the client to get that done right.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for sharing, and I know that you guys learned a lot more about Wellwood Homes, and you should definitely get in touch with Andrew, because he can help you, walk you through the process, and like you said, there's more hands-on approach that he takes with each client, so that you feel like you are involved in the process of building your home, whether it's for investment or living in, or strictly, you're doing an infill home in Edmonton, or maybe you're building something on an acreage. Andrew's the guy you need to talk to. There's a lot of, like you said, there's a lot of builders out there, but there's very few that want to actually get involved with the clients, or want to show clients the process so that they can perhaps build another project down the road. So you definitely should check out wellwoodhomesmasterbuilt.com and get in touch with Andrew right through there. Just give him a call and he'll set up the appointment, and we'll see you guys next time.